Colorado's new redistricting process replaced politicians with independent commissioners, but some are seeing a lot of bias. A lawsuit was filed by a Democrat against three prominent Republicans alleging that they are trying to influence the redistricting process without registering as lobbyists. To talk about the lawsuit, we bring in our 9 News legal expert, Whitney Traylor. Whitney, good morning.
Good morning, Natasha. Good morning, everyone.
So the redistricting commissions were established in 2018. What was the goal of the commissions, and are they being accomplished a few months into this job?
That's a great question. That's right. The voters in 2018 passed Amendments Y and Z, which set up these independent commissions to draw our congressional and legislative districts. Now, the notion behind the independent commission was that we were going to get politicians and partisanship out of the process. So, for example, Denver, or the 1st Congressional District, which includes Denver, is heavily Democrat, and it has been since the 1930s. Well, if the redistricting process, if the commissioners or whoever redrew those districts and included certain neighborhoods and took out other neighborhoods, they could make that a majority Republican district. And so the notion is, let's get these independent commissioners in there for them to draw the districts fairly based on the 2020 census.
Yeah, it can determine a lot where those lines are. So the idea behind an independent commission of private citizens was to prevent partisanship, but there's already been litigation. Can you tell us about that?
Right. That was the litigation that you mentioned early on. So there was a voter in, I believe, Lafayette, Larimer County, who initiated a complaint with the Secretary of State against 3 prominent Republicans, alleging that they were essentially lobbyists and they didn't register. And so they were paid to go and influence the commissioners and have meetings with them, et cetera, and they didn't register with the Secretary of State. That was just filed on the 24th. So the folks haven't responded yet.
The commission is required to get feedback from Coloradans. What's that been like?
Right. So that for the last few weeks, they've been going across the state getting feedback. Most recently on August 20th in Pueblo, they had a 4-hour meeting. So it's been great. But the complaint or the concern is that it's mostly a group of political insiders getting involved in the process because it's so technical and nuanced. So folks, you can still get involved and go see give public comment, go to the meetings, those kind of things if you go to redistricting.colorado.gov, you can find out all that information and get involved in the public process.
All right, Whitney, a lot to break down there. Appreciate you coming on the show and talking to us.
It's always good to be here.